And also ask if sounds.
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Hello everyone, welcome to our live session today. I'm so excited. We're going to be doing two incredible dishes today and I can't wait to share them with you. I know this is time for everybody to watch their favorite shows, to sit with their family and play cards. I'm just going to take 15 minutes of your time and you're going to end up with such delicious results that I think your movie time, your show time is going to get even better. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Shivangi Surana. I'm a pastry chef at Dessert Lane. We are located in Jaipur. And today I'm going to be showing you two delicious dessert snacks which you can have at any time of the day using simple ingredients that you probably already have. There are not really any recipes for these two dishes. However, you can watch this video again. Once the video is over, it will be uploaded on my Instagram page, which is dessertlane.shiv. And it will also be uploaded on Amul's page. So don't worry about the recipe. Just watch this video, have some fun tonight, and you can recap it after it's done. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm so excited. So let's get started. I hope everybody can hear me. Internet connections are good. Yes, totally worth the calories, Deepti. And definitely give it a try. All right, so let's get started. So I had made these ice cream sandwiches pre-hand for everyone to see. So I'm going to be showing this later. First, I'm going to show you how to do the chocolate mousse while I'm going to put these in the freezer. And once these are set, we're going to show you how to do everything else. Alright, so let's get started. First of all, for the chocolate mousse, you only need two ingredients, which is fresh cream and dark chocolate. Now, I'm going to be using 55% Amul dark chocolate. You can use any dark chocolate that you like. You can also use the sugar-free version in this. It's absolutely excellent and I actually really enjoy using that. My father is on keto, so I like to make this version in keto for him as well. So what you're going to need is basically, we're going to make a ganache, which is a mix of fresh cream and chocolate. So we're going to take about 100 grams of heavy whipping cream, which is this blue fresh cream. And we're going to chop this whole bar of 150 grams of dark chocolate and add that into this and microwave it. So I'm just going to open this. So we have this beautiful bar of Amul chocolate and I'm just gonna chop it up into small pieces. The smaller you chop, the easier it is for all the chocolate to melt. How many of you are enjoying tonight watching a movie, watching a favorite TV show? Guys, if there's any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'll be answering everything. You can use milk chocolate for this recipe. White chocolate would not work for this because white chocolate is higher in cocoa butter and not in cocoa solids. So it would not set well in the fridge. So like this, you just want fine chocolate pieces. And then we're just going to add all of it to our bowl here. This is just 55%, but you can use anything that's higher in cocoa content as well. I like to use a 70%. I know now Amul has come with a 99%, which would be very intense, but I think it would be interesting to experiment with it. And you know, dark chocolate is known to have good health benefits. So think of it like medicine, you know. Now we have this mix. I'm going to pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And the goal is to just melt it up. Station. Now you don't want to microwave it for too long because chocolate has a tendency to burn. So you want to make sure that you're microwaving it at like 20-second, 30-second bursts, not too much. So it's been about 20 seconds. I'm going to pull it out and I'm just going to stir it. And what you're looking for is a smooth ganache. Now this ganache as it is a nice topping for cakes, just plain cookies, on your ice cream. So feel free to use this recipe for that as well. So it's kind of coming together, maybe another minute and it will be good. So again, 20-second bursts, nothing too long.
Some people have this question, that should you use the chocolate bar or compound chocolate?
So I personally don't like compound chocolates because compound chocolates have vegetable oils in them. So they don't have the best flavor. I prefer good chocolate bars like Amul dark chocolate, or if you have any other brand that's your favorite. Some people are vegan, some people are sugar free. There are tons of brands out there that use good quality chocolate, and that's what you want to use, because if you're having chocolate mousse, you want that chocolate flavor. You don't want to be eating preservatives and emulsifiers and vegetable oils, which are usually there in compound chocolates. So you see this is kind of coming together very quickly. And what we're looking for is a homogeneous mixture.
So one more question. Should we use whipping cream or fresh cream?
So in India, we get only fresh cream. We don't generally get whipping cream. The whipping creams that we get are either, again, like soy based. Those are the frozen ones that you get in the freezer aisle of your grocery stores, and they will not work for this recipe. You can use them for the whipping part because we're going to be whipping some cream as well, but not for the ganache bit. For the ganache bit, you want to be using something pure like Amul fresh cream. Another 10 seconds and that's it. It may look like it's split on you, but don't worry, we're going to be stirring in some whipped cream into this, so it will all come together. If you notice, we've not even completed a minute. We are still 15 minutes to go. And it's just come together so quickly, and that's the beauty of it.
Also, could you please repeat the ingredients?
So the ingredients, there are only 2 ingredients. The first ingredient is cream, which is, today we are using Amul fresh cream. I've used about 100 grams of Amul fresh cream and a whole bar of dark chocolate, which is about 150 grams. My dark chocolate is 55%. So what I've done is I've just chopped the chocolate up and I've just microwaved them together. I'm just going to set this aside to let it cool a bit. In the meantime, we're going to be whipping some cream. So I'm going to show you a trick. People usually have this complaint that they are unable to whip this cream. So what I realized was every time I put this in the fridge, the heavier part would go on the top and the lighter part would sit in the bottom. And you want to be using the heavier part for the whipping. So what I like to do is empty out my cream and just let it sit in the fridge overnight. What happens is you'll notice, come here, I'll show you. You'll notice that the liquid part comes around the edges, it goes on the bottom, and the heavier part starts floating on the top. And this is the stuff that's going to be used to whip stuff. You see, this is the heavy stuff that you want to use. Whether you're making ice creams at home, whether you're doing ganaches at home, whether you're doing chocolate mousse cakes at home, please make sure you use this trick because it has really saved my life. I've been, in the past, I've whipped this fresh cream for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes and ended up with butter, and it's just because I was using the lighter stuff. If you use the heavier stuff, in about 3 to 4 minutes, you'll end up with a nice fluffy whipped cream that you can just top on anything. So I'm going to take a bowl, and this time we're going to be taking another 100 grams of whipped cream. Now you can eyeball this, but I think it's in my nature to just be precise when it comes to baking. So you can use any kind of whisk that you have. Any small whisk would do the trick. And you just want to whip it up nicely.
One more question. People are asking about those brownie cookies on the side.
Ah, those brownie cookies, guys, please wait. I will get to that right after this. So these brownie cookies are in fact from a menu, and they're the most popular cookies out there. And I just thought, why not make a dessert out of it? You know, so many people come and get these cookies. I felt like people could get creative in their own kitchens and do something with these cookies. So what you're looking for is stiff peaks. Now stiff peaks are when you whip your cream enough, and when you hold up your whisk, your peak should form. That's what you're looking for. You see how quickly this whipped up? And all you had to do was take that thick part and leave the thin part back. And that's it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to return back to this. I'm going to take some of this whipped cream that I have nice and fluffy, put it into this and just fold it. Now what folding will do is, one, it will bring down the temperature of your ganache, and two, it will also make it light and fluffy. See, you've worked so hard to incorporate air into your whipped cream. You don't want to deflate it. So we're just going to incorporate it nice and gently. And you can make this ahead. You can make this 1 day ahead, 2 days ahead, store it in the fridge. You can top it on your favorite cookies and have this. And a little goes a long way. So you don't have to make a lot to enjoy the flavor of chocolate if you're using good quality chocolate. So again, I'm going to fold some more. Now folding is basically you're cutting through the center and you're getting the edges into the center. What that does is that it mixes everything without deflating anything. When you're whipping cream, you're incorporating air into it. And because you've just worked so hard to incorporate all that air into it, you don't want to deflate it.
2 more questions about the whipped cream. So people are asking, does it have sugar?
No, it does not have any sugar because my chocolate is already sweetened. And I kind of like that intense flavor of chocolate that comes from this 55%.
And the second question is, did you use the fresh cream to whip up your own?
Yes, I did. So as I just mentioned, what I did was I emptied out my fresh cream into a container, let it chill overnight, and then I just took the heavier part that was floating on the top and I just whipped that up. Simple. On my Instagram page, I had once made a water and a chocolate mousse, which is again a 2 ingredient. In fact, it's a 1 ingredient if I don't count the water. And that is probably one of the most delicious chocolate mousses I've ever made. However, it's a bit of work and I felt like it's not a recipe that we can cover in 10 minutes. So I decided to do the one with heavier cream. Also because I think it requires less equipment. It's also more delicious because there's in fact heavy cream in it. So now comes the plating part. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to clean my station 1 second. Guys, please make sure you have clean stations at all times. There we go. So now for the plating, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spoon and I'm just going to spoon this mixture into my glass. Not a lot, just a little bit. Because it stores well, you don't need a lot to enjoy this. And then I have some whipped cream left here. I should have planned better, but because I have some of this left, I'm just going to use this to dollop it on the top. And I'm going to open a little bit of more chocolate. And I'm just going to grate that on the top. So I have this microplane. I'm sure all of you have cheese graters at home. And you just want to grate some. You see how beautiful that looks? I can't wait to eat this. What shows are everyone watching, guys? Do you have any suggestions? I'm so curious. And that's it. That's our chocolate mousse. I hope you all make this and enjoy it. I'll be back in half a minute with the next recipe. So I'm going to move this mousse. Actually, no. You know what? We're going to do something with this. So this is what we're going to be making next, which is ice cream sandwiches. I spent about 5 years in America, and I think my greatest dessert memory is from this ice cream sandwich shop in Los Angeles called Milk. And they make these delicious ice cream sandwiches with macaroons and homemade ice cream. And so I decided that I'm going to make my own version because, well, I really miss it a lot. So it's just your favorite cookie and your favorite ice cream. And that's it. It's a no-brainer recipe, super easy. If you want to learn how to make your own ice cream, I have a few recipes on my Instagram page, which is dessertlane.shiv. You can go over and learn how to make your own recipe. Today, I'm going to be using Amul's cookies and cream and the American nut. I'm going to be using the American nut because I like the crunch from all the nuts in it. So the one that I've used here is our menu's brownie cookie. It's the salted brownie cookie. So we put flaky sea salt on top, and then we sandwiched it with some cookies and cream ice cream and just froze it in the freezer until I was ready to eat it. So I'm just going to show you how to assemble it. Now I've put out a couple cookies here. I have these classic Marie biscuits that I know everyone has. There are digestive biscuits also here. The brownie cookies are also here. Feel free to use whatever you like to use. If you like ginger snaps, if you like your cream cheese cookies, if you want to make your own cookies, chocolate chip cookies, Parle-G. I think Monaco could also be nice. I mean, sweet and salty, who can say no to that? So definitely give this a try because it's so easy and it's also a fun project to do with the children. So if your children are up all night, they're driving you crazy, make sure you make them do this because I'm sure it's going to be fun for them. So all you need to do is, now I let my ice cream sit out for like 10 minutes so it's become slightly soft, which is what I wanted. So just take a handy dandy scoop, dig in, get a nice scoop of ice cream. This is the American nut version. Now for this version, I'm going to be using good old Marie biscuit. So just take your biscuit, put the ice cream on top, and then just top it up with another ice cream. And squish it. And that's it. Now you can wrap this in foil paper and freeze it. And that way you're going to get very, very neat edges like the ones that I've done here. But that's only if you have time. If you don't have time, just do this and it'll still taste great. If you're doing this for a party, you can make these 1 week ahead, freeze them, do multiple flavors. It's so hot that people are going to relish these. And that's it. That's the ice cream sandwich. It's a little bit messy, it's a lot of fun, it's very delicious. Now, as I had suggested that I was going to use my chocolate mousse, so I'm going to take my brownie cookies, I'm going to dollop some chocolate mousse on top because I can't get enough chocolate in my life. Just spread it out and sandwich it. And that's it. your chocolate mousse with your brownie cookie. I know it's not an ice cream sandwich, but it's still a sandwich. So you can play with any flavor, any cookie, anything that you like. As long as you love the cookie, you love the ice cream, it goes well, you're good to go. And you can add your favorite nuts to it, your favorite fruits to it, whatever you like. Feel free, be creative, definitely post about it and tag me. Thank you so much for joining us for this quick session today. I'm going to do a quick recap for everyone. We made 2 things today. The first thing we made was a 2-ingredient chocolate mousse. For that, all we needed was cream and chocolate. We made a quick chocolate ganache. It's a no-brainer recipe. 90 grams, 100 grams of heavy cream, 150 grams of dark chocolate. I use 55% Amul dark chocolate. You just want to melt that together until it becomes smooth. Then you want to whip up another 100 grams of cream. Now the trick I gave everybody was that if you empty out your heavy cream container and store it in the fridge overnight, the heavier part is going to start floating on the top and the lighter stuff is going to go at the bottom, and you want to be whipping the heavier stuff that's on the top. So it's going to be very easy for you to get nicely whipped cream. And so we just folded our whipped cream into our ganache mixture and just popped it in the fridge for about 5 minutes. The second thing that we did was ice cream sandwiches, which is basically your favorite cookies and your favorite ice cream sandwiched together. The 2 versions, the first version I showed everyone was the brownie cookie with the cookies and cream ice cream. The second version I showed everyone, which was the American nut with Marie biscuit. This is the quick version. This one is not frozen. This one is pre-frozen, so you can see the difference, but either way it's going to taste delicious. And the third one we did was the chocolate mousse that we made earlier, sandwiched between cookies. These are the brownie cookies again that I used in the first version, and I'm sure it's going to be delicious. So guys, please give it a go. Definitely tag me, tag Amul India, and I'm so excited for all of you to have such a great night. Thank you so much everyone. Have a good night.